2024. 2 full years ago. Previous estimates had been much lower because they only took into account bodies that were identifiable and directly correlated with airstrikes or gunshots. But thousands of bodies have been totally vaporized, leaving nothing identifiable behind. And thousands more bodies are still buried under rubble from all the carpet bombing or in still undiscovered mass graves. Additionally, so many people have died from wounds, from general poor health, from starvation, from freezing to death because they sleep through the winter in paper-thin tents, from disease because there's near zero health infrastructure. All of these are victims of genocide. They are deaths caused by the total and complete destruction of a territory and everything a society needs to survive. And Israel hasn't stopped bombing Gaza for a single day since July 2024, ceasefire or not, so the number is much higher now. Israel has murdered hundreds of thousands of Gazans, likely at least 20% of the Gazan population. That's genocide. It is a maximization of casualties while still maintaining their version of plausible deniability. They also specifically targeted hundreds of journalists, well over 1,000 doctors, and other key personnel publicizing the genocide and keeping citizens safe. That's genocide. The continued use of white phosphorus and other illegal weapons as documented by Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International. That's genocide. It's very easy to get much more granular with it as well.
God damn. Oh. Never liked Israel or Jews. Oh, that shit is disgusting. From the top. That's going well.
Francesca Albanese of the UN Refugee Agency published a report way back in March of 2024 that outlined a determination of genocide, and she has continued to update that report ever since. It documents explicitly stated intent for genocide, the long list of violations of international law, systematic torture and sexual abuse of prisoners with no legitimate charge against them, a total erasure of culture, the stripping away of any sense of dignity for an entire people. Israel really hits every single point on the genocide checklist. For writing these reports and sharing these determinations with the UN, Francesca has faced a volume of harassment and threats to her personal safety that I can't even begin to imagine. And that's coming from someone who is harassed every day and receives threats sporadically. You heard Mehdi's list, but let's expand a little. Human Rights Watch cited starvation as a weapon of war and the creation of conditions calculated to bring about the physical destruction of the Palestinian population. Doctors Without Borders cited the testimonies of doctors reporting that they routinely received children who have been shot in the head or chest by snipers, as we mentioned. UNICEF reported that essentially all of the million or so children remaining in Gaza need mental health and psychosocial support due to immeasurable trauma, especially the thousands who have lost limbs, usually amputated without anesthetic, and those who have lost their entire families. The International Association of Genocide Scholars stated that the legal definition is cleanly met, citing war crimes and crimes against humanity. Jewish Voice for Peace, Amnesty International, even several Israeli organizations. It's a long list of organizations, and the list of criteria that qualify this as genocide is never ending. 90% of Gazans displaced, absolutely all farmland unusable, continuous blocking of humanitarian aid, starvation and life-threatening malnutrition, mass executions of healthcare and rescue workers. Israel is a club of genocide overachievers. If you deny the fact that Israel is committing genocide, you are no different from a climate change denier or an anti-vaxxer or a fucking flat earther. You are denying the very obvious reality that we live in. Did you hear that, Stephen? Then let's talk about the complete demolition of the entire territory. Israel wants people to believe that they're the most moral army in the world, taking every imaginable measure to protect innocent civilians, while exclusively targeting filthy Hamas terrorists with laser precision. This is total horseshit. I mean, again, they proudly announce that they want to murder every last child in Gaza, so anyone who believes them when they say the opposite is a moron. But more importantly, there objectively is no precision whatsoever to the destruction in Gaza. More than 78% of Gazan infrastructure has been demolished by relentless carpet bombing. Every hospital, every school, every bakery, every city demolished. Once refugee tent camps were set up, they bombed those too. They tell them to evacuate even though they have nowhere to go, and then bomb them anyway. They give them safe routes to evacuate, and then bomb the safe routes. They designate safe spaces, and then bomb those too. And when they occasionally let in food, they shoot at Gazans when they try to get it. It's complete annihilation combined with twisted psychological torture. It's very easy to look at image after image of the destruction to see that there was zero regard for precision. They weren't aiming for some imaginary terrorist. They were never doing anything but destroying Gaza from day one. You're not convinced by these images? Too small in scope? Let's get a broader top-down view.
Holy shit, there's nothing left.
Presta atenção nessa cidade, ó. Uma cidade normal, né? Tá cheia de pessoas, avenida, cheia de construção. Eu vou mostrar para vocês como é que isso daqui é uma foto de satélite de 2023. Agora, olha como é que ela tá agora. Cadê a cidade? Cadê? Cadê os prédios? Cadê as pessoas? Vou tirar o zoom para você ver o tamanho dessa área destruída. Olha o tamanho dessa área destruída. Olha isso aqui. Isso aí é a cidade de Rafah, no sul da faixa de Gaza. Fica na fronteira com o Egito. Essa área destruída, só nessa área destruída ao sul, toda essa área cinza, toda essa área que eu der um zoom aqui, eu vou ver uma área destruída. Essa área aqui é maior do que a área que foi destruída pela bomba de Hiroshima, a bomba atômica de Hiroshima. Qualquer lugar que eu aponte aqui, eu vou ver casas destruídas, destruição, uma das coisas mais horrendas da história humana. E isso aqui vai assombrar a humanidade por muito tempo. E o Holocausto da Segunda Guerra se repetiu, infelizmente, e ninguém conseguiu impedir, e até agora os responsáveis por esse crime contra a humanidade estão rindo à toa. Fica aqui esse registro, porque é uma coisa assustadora, e como o olho que tudo sabe, tudo vê, não apaga a imagem, essa é a imagem real. Contra fatos não há argumentos. O que aconteceu aqui foi um genocídio.
It doesn't get any clearer than this. Gaza is now an uninhabitable wasteland. Absolutely nobody can keep a straight face and say that this level of destruction had anything to do with targeting terrorists while keeping civilians safe. We can know this with even greater certainty by looking at what they're doing in Lebanon.
Group of follow before heading out. Don't expect the hustler. A big Twitch stream with thousands of posts. So watch
Village
some
after
grow.
village,
I like
town
getting
after
reviews.
town,
Tell
not individual buildings, the entire town. This has nothing to do with terrorism. This has nothing to do with
Ευχαριστώ Δημήτρη,
Hezbollah,
ευχαριστώ
whose
bro.
label of terrorist organization is
Bro,
laughable to
I
begin
will
with.
see bro.
Hezbollah and any other group that is labeled terrorist.
What? Fucking cheating is holy cheating, bro. That's crazy. Holy cheating, that's crazy. That is crazy. Of course I'm gonna die from a fucking cheater. What the fuck am I gonna die from? Fucking kill yourself, buddy.
Terrorists by Israel are simply people desperately defending themselves against Israeli terrorism. Hezbollah formed as a direct response to the Sabra and Shatila massacres, for example.
Fucking kill yourself. Disgusting human beings, bro. Disgusting humans that can't play the game like normal, like all of us. Useless fucks. Disgusting. Disgusting. Cheating like that is crazy.
Israel is the aggressor state, slaughtering anyone they please, and anyone who stands in opposition to that is labeled a terrorist. These groups are the rebellion in Star Wars. Israel is the fucking empire. Do you think Emperor Palpatine would label Luke Skywalker a terrorist? Of course he would. Supporting Israel is like rooting for the fucking Death Star. But again, this level of destruction has nothing to do with Hezbollah or any other supposed terrorist group. This is demolition. This is an erasure of a people, their lives, their culture, to make room for Israeli expansion. A huge chunk of Lebanon is Israel now. They will build, settlers will come, and that's the end of it. Then they'll steal more land tomorrow, and the cycle continues. They'll tell you themselves if you ask them. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich sure did.
בוא נדבר על היום שאחרי המלחמה בהיבט הנדל"ני. אתה כבר התבטאת לא פעם לגבי חידוש ההתיישבות היהודית ברצועת עזה. שאלה פשוטה, איפה מבחינתך צריך לקום היישוב הראשון ברצועה?
אני מודה שלזה לא ציפיתי, אני מוכן להתחיל מהתוחמת הצפונית, אבל סתם, תדעו לכם, זה לא מצחיק, יש תוכנית עסקית, תקשיבו לי טוב, יש תוכנית עסקית שנבנתה על ידי האנשים הכי מקצועיים שיש, שנמצאת על השולחן של הנשיא טראמפ, לאיך הדבר הזה הופך לבוננזה של נדל"ן, אני לא צוחק, מחזיר את עצמו. אגב, אני התחלתי משא ומתן עם האמריקאים, ואני אומר את זה לא בצחוק עכשיו, כי אני גם דורש, הרי אנחנו שילמנו המון כסף על המלחמה הזאת, אז אנחנו צריכים להתחלק איך אנחנו עושים אחוזים על שיווקי הקרקע אחר כך בעזה, אבל עכשיו לא בצחוק. את שלב ההריסה, שהוא תמיד השלב הראשון בהתחדשות העירונית עשינו, עכשיו צריך לבנות, זה הרבה יותר זול.
It's not funny. There's a business plan. Thanks to Trump, the real estate mogul, cosplaying as the president of the most powerful nation on earth, it's gonna be a bonanza. When you decide that you want to steal some land, first, you demolish everything. That's always the first phase. If people are already living there, kill them by the hundreds of thousands if you want. What's the difference? They're not chosen people like us. Murder them, displace them, whatever you have to do. Destroy absolutely everything in the region until not a single building is left standing. Then go in, clear the rubble, and build luxury condos or whatever the fuck you want. Easy peasy. Do you understand now what has been happening since October 7th? Do you understand that it was never about terrorists or protecting Israel or getting back hostages or anything of the sort? Not for a single second was it ever about any of those things. Israeli officials
О, кепка ебаная! Ебашину кипарика!
What? What the fuck is this game all about? What the fuck is this game about, bro? What is this? Are we for real right now? I just shot this guy 8 times in the fucking throat. What? And I died without even seeing the fucking guy. Holy shit, these people, man. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Bro, this fucking game is ridiculous, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, this stupid ass game, bro. Yeah, CBJ through the fucking wall, bro. Through the fucking boxes and everything. No, doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter. I shot you 10 times. Doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter. You just shoot me through the fucking thing. Doesn't matter, bro. Fucking kill yourself. These people can't even play the game. Yo, fuck off, man. What the fuck are you making fun of me again? The fuck even is that name? Han Model P. Han Model P? That doesn't matter. Faster extra. I don't fucking care. It's fucking people, man. He doesn't even know how he got the kill. It's just fucking stupid ass game, bro. Stupid ass game. Why am I toxic again? Go check the fucking replay. Check why I'm toxic. Check it. And shut the fuck up. I'm playing fucking garbage. That's what I'm playing. Fucking. Doesn't matter. I got the fucking kill. Oh my god. Fucking love it, bro. Fucking love shooting that fucking guy. Not dying, and then he just shoots me one time in the head. That doesn't matter. He wasn't even in front of my screen. That's how stupid this game is. That's how stupid this fucking game is that I'm playing. Is fucking stupid ass game. Have you tried Arc Raiders? Yes. It's garbage. It's dead anyways, bro. It's dead anyways right now. Yeah, I played it. Wasn't fun though. Disgusting game. Oh, it's fucking it. I was doing the whole exploit with the rubber ducks and shit. Made millions, then they took it back. But it didn't matter because all the gear was garbage. Doesn't matter what gear you have, it's all garbage. Game's boring. Give me a fucking Fuck it. Stupid as fuck. Yeah. Did the box breathing work? No, not really. I don't know. For a moment, yeah. But I can't do the fucking box breathing every time I die, bro. Can I? Doesn't make any sense. Sure you can. That's what it's for. This game is gonna kill me. This game is gonna kill me. I'm here raging about this stupid ass game
Officials didn't
while apparently Israel is bombing the shit out of Palestine, killing everybody.
give two shits about
That's what
hostages.
Professor
They
Dave
want
says,
an
at
excuse
least.
to keep bombing.
I don't know what to
Their
believe
plans on the
anymore.
table early on that involved a ceasefire in
What do you think?
exchange
You
for
tell me,
all
bro.
hostages being returned, and they refused. In October of last year, they got all of the hostages back that they didn't kill with their carpet bombing. That still didn't stop them. And I wish I had saved my tweets from early in the genocide, but I didn't, so you'll just have to take my word for it. But I was saying all of this. From day one, I knew that this was premeditated ethnic cleansing and land acquisition, belligerent imperialism in the 21st century. Everything I was saying came true. That Gaza would become Israel, that they would do it to Lebanon too, and I was silenced for it. Anyone who didn't have their head up their ass could smell it, but if you couldn't see what was happening then, do you see it now? Smotrich says they paid for this war. They paid money to fabricate pretense for a military operation with the singular goal of clearing out Gaza to keep it, with Lebanon and Syria to follow shortly after. Now that they're most of the way there with Gaza, an American military base is being built within the territory, and plans are underway to round up remaining Gazans and put them into concentration camps while they clear out the rubble and start to build new Gaza. You heard that correctly. Zionist Jews are going to put people in concentration camps. And you heard the other thing correctly too. New Gaza is already being sold to the American public. Jared Kushner, Ivanka Trump's husband and haunted...
Where are the fucking bullets going?
...for New Gaza, which will be luxury resorts as far as the eye can see, with some land carved out for Trump as a thank you for greenlighting all of this. And guess what? If you were one of those that Israel...
I turned on the fucking flashlight right here. It didn't work.
What are you gonna do because October 7th? Well, I'm going to take that away from you as well. Israel almost certainly knew what was going to happen, and the music festival taking place just 3 miles from the Gaza barrier was moved there from its original location at the last minute. Military response to initial activity was delayed for hours in a way that is difficult to justify. Israeli soldiers were even ordered to cancel all patrols around the Gaza border on the morning of October 7th with no justification.
ה-7 באוקטובר מתחיל לפני 6 וחצי. אני הייתי לוחם במחלקת מרגמות בגדוד 13, גולני, ובאותו לילה הסמל שלי תמר בן יהודה, זיכרונו לברכה, שלושתנו עושים לילה
Alright. I guess my bad, bro.
לחגים במיוחד.
I guess my bad. That shit's not.
מחלקת מרגמות. עד לשלמת הבאה.
Where the fucking bullets going? Where are they going? Fuck off. Oh shit, the game started. Fuck am I? What is this shit spawn, man? So GG. Actually not that bad. Are we gonna find somebody here that wants to kill me? And I want to kill him? Bro! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fucking... I got no arm. Fuck off. Oh my god, it takes so long to aim now. And he's right behind me. That's Killa. Does it look like him? Oh my god! Fuck. She was right next to me all along. Right next to me all along. Нет никого. Three bullets is enough. fuck out of here. I'm scared to do that jump. Oh. It's a long way to go. Long way to go. I mean, I deserve it. I'm playing on 136 ping servers. I'm dying from bots. I don't want to be the one to say it. No. I don't deserve death the way I died, bro. I don't believe I should have lost that. Like, okay, he picked me. He did the right pick. I did the left pick. I was not even picking left. I was picking right like stupid. But he should have died, bro. He should have died. It is what it is. It is what it is. One, two, three, four, five. Would like one more. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out. What? What are you talking about? 104,000? No, hell no, I'm not buying that. Oh, box breathing. God damn. I prefer to watch a bit more genocide from Palestine, from Israel. Am I ready? Yes. I feel better about myself. I'm living in the Western world. Well,
משהו
look
בסגנון
what happens to
הזה,
these people.
הגדר עד 9 בבוקר.
באיזה שעה זה היה?
5:20 בבוקר.
Makes you feel better, doesn't it? When you feel like shit, you see how other people have it, and you kind of feel better, no? I'm not saying I'm happy with what happens to these people. I'm just saying you, you get like how privileged you are.
קצת לפני שהכל מתחיל. ואיתמר דופק לנו פרצוף כזה של... מה? ואתה יודע, אנחנו חיילים פשוטים סך הכל, לוחמים. לא מפקדים ולא קצינים שנוכל לשאול שאלות, זו הוראה של הסמג"ד. מקבלים את הפקודה הזאת ולא שואלים שאלות. הורדת פקודה רגילה. ובאמת, אחרי שעה, 6:30, פתאום אזעקות.
תראי, אני אגיד לך את האמת, אני חייתי עם זה מה-7 באוקטובר, ומאוד חששתי לדבר על זה, וכשהגעתי לכנסת, זה היה אחרי תקופה ששאלתי כמה שצבא בכירים.
What the fuck am I even watching right now?
והיו כאלה שבהתחלה אמרו לי, תשמע, היה יום צליפה של נ"טים על הגדר, לכן לא רצינו לשלוח חיילים, כדי שלא ייפגעו. ואז עם הזמן קצת נפל לי האסימון.
What the fuck are we watching?
No. Beyond this, hundreds of the civilian casualties were the fault of Israel, due to both friendly fire from incompetent teenage pseudo-soldiers, as well as the Hannibal Directive, which involves killing their own citizens on purpose to prevent their captivity, including a tank firing on.
How do I feel about the UN Resolution 181? The fuck is even that?
When you remove
That's what I gotta say.
Casualties, which are absolutely fair game, as well as friendly fire and Hannibal Directive deaths, you're left with a number of civilian casualties that are exceeded by Palestinian deaths on any decent day for Israel since October 7th, and countless days before as well.
Called the partition of mandatory Palestine into independent Jewish and Arab states.
To get 9/11 levels of support for murdering Arabs, and they took it, plain and simple. Now, if you thought that Israel was only a menace to its Middle Eastern neighbors,
Oh, so it just
again, Israel is a threat.
It just said like, okay, half of this shit is for Palestine and half of this shit is for Jews. Israel. That's what pretty much said.
United States to formally merge the American and Israeli militaries. Did you hear what I just said? Israeli officials are trying to force America to merge its military with the military of a foreign country.
Listen, bro, I don't care about that. Like, it's just who was there before? Let's ask Gemini. Or was the land of Palestine the land of Palestine belong to Jews or Arabs? Palestine did not belong to a single nation state or either Jews or Arabs. Instead, political autonomy and ownership were defined by imperial rule. But just so apparently nobody owned that shit, and then they said, okay, Israel owns half that shit, and Palestinians, Arabs own the other half. I guess that's normal, right? I don't really care. Like, I don't know what they want. For me, it's wrong just to like kill them all. They're trying to kill them all, no? Kill them all and take their land. Why not just like displace them? Like take them all. Like if they really want to do that, you don't have to kill them all. What the fuck? Right? Okay. Did you see the cheater that teleported me back, bro? They're trying, nobody wants to take them in. Okay, so Europe doesn't want to take them. USA doesn't want to take them. So where the fuck are they gonna go? They just kill them all? So if nobody... What? Okay. Alright, buddy. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's great. Don't want to take in the Palestinians, the neighbor Arab states. Yeah, but why? But they think Palestinians are like a joke or what? Okay, this is fucking unplayable right now. Fuck. Investigating? I don't... Can I play the fucking game, Nikita? I just want to play your game. Can I play it? What is that? Nobody wants that shit. They keep electing genocidal orcs for their government. That shit's unplayable. That shit's... Oh, that shit's fucked. Listen, bro, listen. Are you also teleporting like shit? Shit. Alright. How the fuck am I gonna pick, bro? I'm teleporting left and right. Pick what? Pick what? I couldn't fucking move at all. I want to pick, but I can't. I was just trying to make him just relax. Wise Nigerian proverb. Oh my god, get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here, please. What the I've never had that bad before. That much pocket loss ever. That was crazy. I'm really bored of this shit. I don't think it's even worth it. Like, why am I doing it? Why am I doing it exactly? Okay, great. If you want to improve your understanding, look up who participated. Therefore, let's see last 1 and what happened right after. Good night. Alright, bro. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Thank you, bro. Good night. Thank you for keeping me company. Cara, calma aqui, não.
The one committing genocide. Moving from aid to partnership is how Bibi tried to sell it on Fox News, and even the Fox News puppet, anchor, said,
It certainly brings up some issues of sovereignty, but we'll have to work that out later.
While you're sitting there thinking about how incredibly fucked up this is, let me explain how it's way more fucked up than that. First, you know all those billions of tax dollars that we send to Israel every year, the ones that are used to murder children? Now that money will not require congressional approval. It's just part of the federal budget that the executive branch can arbitrarily provide at any time and in any amount. Next, the government is trying to bring back the military draft. If that were to happen, soldiers would be forced to fight for Israel. That would mean that young Americans could be drafted against their will and forced to go murder Arabs for Israel, while also potentially just getting murdered by Israel themselves via the Hannibal Directive. And finally, this move would make the Pentagon totally dependent on Israel. Israeli AI systems would be integrated into all the highest classification functions of the US military. So no American intelligence could be withheld from Israel, including that on its own citizens, and any attempt to defy Israel's wishes by any future president could be regarded as a military coup. I need you to really wrap your head around the treachery here. Israel is another country, a totally separate country from this one. If it were suggested that the American military merge with that of Switzerland, that already would be fucking insane. Now replace Switzerland's army with a literal terrorist organization that rapes and tortures and murders civilians every single day to expand the borders of a colonial ethno-state that violates international law. This is not a dystopian novel. This is real life, and it is happening. Zionists in Congress are trying to sneak this bill through as part of a defense spending bill. This is happening because public opinion is so firmly anti-Israel that Israel has to find ways to thwart the public and entrench itself in the American power dynamic in ways that will be nearly impossible to undo, no matter how much we protest and boycott. This is a hostile takeover of the American government by a foreign entity. This is Netanyahu trying to place himself formally in charge of aspects of the American government. Every politician supporting this motion is guilty of treason, and nobody's doing anything about it. What's next? Well, it is common knowledge that Gaza is a testing ground for experimental weapons. New weapons are routinely tested on Palestinian guinea pigs. Who will they be used on next? Whoever Israel wants, including American citizens. The techno-fascism that is taking over the American government is nearly indistinguishable from the Zionist lobby. Take a look at Palantir, co-founded by Peter Thiel and Alex Karp. Viewers of my channel need no introduction to Teal. He's a disgusting gremlin who directly finances an overwhelming percentage of the anti-science propaganda I debunk, whether coming from puppets like Eric Weinstein or Christian theocrats promoting intelligent design. CEO Karp proudly describes himself as the most publicly supportive CEO of Israel and never shuts up about how awesome Israel is. Teal is right there with him. Palantir has a strategic partnership with the Israeli Defense Ministry, providing AI models for the IOF. Basically, Palantir is a key component of Israel's ability to commit genocide. Guess what else Palantir is up to? Huge contracts with the Department of Homeland Security to give ICE the exact same tech that Israel uses in order to perform its own human rights violations, while also lending its tech to federal agencies who use data mining software to aggregate information from every single American. Palantir is a major entity pushing us towards an Orwellian police state here in America. More on that in a moment. Let's see, who else? Elon Musk. He has a direct relationship with Bibi. Agreements with Israel regarding Starlink. AI collaborations. Plans for an Israel-exclusive autonomous Tesla rollout. Mark Zuckerberg, along with Musk, both routinely censor pro-Palestine content on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Posts, stories, and entire accounts are regularly deleted, most notably anything depicting Israeli human rights violations. If content is not outright deleted, viewability is altered such that it is seen only by followers and does not show up in general feeds. This is in direct response to requests from Israel's cyber unit.
In 2025, an investigation published by DropSite found that Meta complied with 94% of takedown requests issued by Israel since October 7. That same year, The Intercept reported that YouTube removed 700 videos published by official Palestinian human rights organizations.
And we heard, frankly, from high-level officials at Facebook who said, my job is to defend Israel. You know, so like, this isn't some sort of wild conspiracy. This is a thing that, you know, is happening in broad daylight, and there's nothing we can do about it because of these consolidation of these monopolistic companies that manage the entire global internet space.
Why would tech oligarchs who fancy themselves above the law comply with requests from a foreign government? Ponder that. Then, of course, there is Zionist billionaire Larry Ellison, who purchased TikTok in January of this year. This was the platform where young people were most consistently learning about Israel's war crimes, so the Zionist lobby decided to put a stop to that. Ellison has long-standing personal and political ties with Israeli leaders, and he has personally donated tens of millions of dollars to the IOF, as well as investing in AI data centers in Israel. I don't even need to tell you that once Ellison acquired TikTok, pro-Palestine content was censored almost completely, and prominent Palestinian journalists were abruptly banned, in a last-ditch effort to maintain a sliver of support among the younger demographics. But don't worry, social media manipulation is just the tip of the iceberg. Israeli tech firm Cognite is installing its system FalcoNet in American police SUVs. This is tech that pretends to be a cell phone tower, such that every phone in the vicinity connects automatically and all its data is compromised. Texas, New York, Florida, and New Mexico are all currently using this tech. A foreign company has built invasive surveillance technology that tracks American citizens in American streets. A foreign company has unlimited access not only to private data of American citizens, but also the details of how American law enforcement surveils its population. And the contracts are redacted. Nobody can see what data is being collected, why it's being collected, how long it's kept, or who has access. Mass warrantless cellular tracking without consent and with zero transparency. This would be unconstitutional even if being done by the US government, but for Israel to be doing it here is fucking insane. What could this lead to? Well, to see what could happen to Americans tomorrow, we only need to look at what Israel is doing to Palestinians today. Check out this newest insanity. Unmanned cranes with machine guns are being used to murder Gazans. UNICEF reported a 12-year-old girl shot in the chest while in a tent. Another 5-year-old girl killed in her home. These cranes fire randomly and continuously at tents and exposed neighborhoods. Where will we see these next? Major intersections in American cities to protect all the patriots from dangerous Antifa? Preparation for the crackdown on American citizens has already begun. Anyone who criticizes Israel is being monitored by the FBI. A new legislation known as the National Security Bill grants the government broad powers to prosecute almost anyone under terrorism charges simply for doing routine journalism or peacefully protesting. Countless supporters of Palestine have been arrested under such pretenses already. Same with protesting ICE. 8 anti-ICE protesters were recently each sentenced to 30 to 100 years in prison. One of them wasn't even at the fucking protest. He just moved a box of pamphlets. And yet they will spend their lives in jail. Why? To establish precedent for labeling the activity of individual protesters as part of large terrorism networks. This is the
That's a bit fucked. Go straight or left? Straight or left?
Давай, блядь, мерзавцы, щеми! Сука, ёбнули нашего! Ах ты хер ебуть!
What?
Служивый!
Fuck off.
Это наша точка!
Yeah.
Хуйло, вот хуйло! Конец тебе! Вот хуй! Куда он приебался-то? Граната тут!
These fucking people are all cheating. It's fucking crazy how many cheaters there are. It is fucking crazy. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Another fucking cheater just got the fucking cheat. That's fucking crazy, bro. I just hope he gets banned. It is fucking crazy, this shit. The shit they do, bro. This game has no fucking anti-cheat. Fucking unbelievable. No fucking sound, nothing. They just fucking just do whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. Nobody's gonna ban them anyways. Cheat all the way, as much as you want, bro. Doesn't matter. It's fucking cheating. So fucking sad, dude. So fucking sad what this game is. It's fucking cheat your ass off. Doesn't matter. Download your cheats and play the game normally. Why would you play fucking legit? There's no fucking reason. There's no fucking reason. Why would you play fucking legit? The people that play legit this game are the stupid ones. It is fucking crazy the amount of people cheating. Oh well. Why would you play normally this fucking game? Doesn't make any sense. Zero fucking sense. Sit your way to the top. Like all of them. Holy cheating.
Blueprint for the
Zero
legal
fucking
framework
peppers to play legit this
built
fucking
around
game.
criminalizing protests, expanding terrorism rhetoric, and cracking down on any dissent from the twisted goals of those in power. This is how you transform political opposition into a security threat, peaceful protest into terrorism. Want to jail subversive individuals with zero basis? Just shout Antifa and your wish will be granted. This is an arbitrary category that can be expanded at will to encompass any political affiliation deemed unsavory to those in power. Doesn't matter what you did or didn't do. You're part of terrorist Antifa because they say so, and you go to jail for life. This is how you make people afraid to organize and resist authoritarian rule. On January 6th, people smashed windows at the Capitol. They assaulted police officers. They literally hunted down lawmakers. They erected actual gallows and called for the public execution of Mike Pence, who was in charge of the count. It was a coup that attempted to interfere with an election and install a dictator. What do they get? Jail time for being domestic terrorists? No. Trump pardoned them all and then tried to award them billions of dollars of taxpayer money for damages. What serves the state is good and heroic, no matter how obviously terroristic in nature. And whatever defies the state is terrorism, even if it's just holding a fucking sign or preventing ICE
Holy
domestic
shit, did she
terrorists from
kill it?
murdering
Oh,
civilians.
he killed
This
her.
is already codified. The National Security Presidential Memorandum 7, or NSPM 7, officially
How's Killa farming going? It's alright, we've done like... I was at 18 in the morning, I'm like 32 now. I keep dying all the time, but... Oh well. Dying all the time, but it doesn't matter. Mm. 75 kills now, started a week ago. Damn, bro. How long do you try every day? How long do you play every day? Most of the times on the weekends. It's nice. See. Interesting. Oh. I have about 60 or so hours farming him. I think I can do it until this weekend. Like until Sunday. Like I started at... He killed you 15 times? That's crazy. He's only killed me once today. I don't really die from him, it's just... I died from him once because I played completely stupid. I die from players because I don't really care. I'm just going for the kill. I don't care about anything. Shit. That's true. Sometimes he eats so much. Shit's annoying. $300 raids just farming him. So that means 1 out of 3 raids you get the kill. 19 hits with 55 A1. What the fuck? I don't know. I try to shoot at the like throat and head part. Like kinda high. That's where I hit all the time. And he kinda dies. He's naded me 2 times. Oh, he tried nading me once today, but he died and the nade went up, kinda.
Directs federal agencies
It's just
to
annoying.
aggressively investigate and disrupt groups and
So
individuals that they
the way I'm
believe
thinking
are
it,
linked to political
I was at
violence,
18
which
today,
just means a legal way to target
and now I'm
nonprofit
at
organizations and
32.
absolutely any
I'll probably
activist
reach like
movements.
35 before I
Watch
stop.
lists of suggested subversives
So that's
already
like
exist. What are the targets? Anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism,
20 kills.
anti-Christianity, extremism on migration, race, and gender, opposition to traditional American
That's not
views
good,
on
bro.
family,
If I get 20
religion,
kills a
and
day,
morality. All of these labels are in there. I'm not making up a fucking word of this. It's a goddamn
20,
fever dream.
40,
What is
60.
this? This is the complete dismantling of free speech.
20
The
kills a day.
Constitution guarantees that you can't be
If I play
imprisoned
all
for
day.
things you say, for views you hold, or for protesting things. This administration is
I can
taking
do
the
it in
piss
3-4
up on
days.
freedom in the Constitution, and they're doing it for Israel just as much as
I
the
don't even know. This
Muslim
fucking
Brotherhood
suit
can
is...
barely be distinguished from.
More
Other
people have
countries
this
are doing
suit
the
than
same
like
thing.
arena
A new
clothes,
law
I
in
feel.
Britain gives sweeping powers to executive leadership to determine terroristic
Like
threats
so many
and imprison
rats.
protesters,
I
criminalizing
kicked it just
journalism
at
and
least 1 or 2
activism,
times.
using broad provisions to put people in jail for a decade or more. Germany is on board as well, approving a bill that makes criticism of Israel a criminal offense, punishable by 5 years in prison.
I mean, it's
Supporting a
normal.
cause.
Depends, like, how do you run, like, your raid? Do you just go straight in, like, running, and doesn't matter what's going on around you? Or you stop, you play slow? Okay. Yeah, that's what we all do. I just hate dying and making new kids. I really hate it. Annoys me.
Прямо берцы! Анонит, черт!
Come on.
Вон он, упырь!
Things up here.
Дерьмо, сука, падла, иди сюда!
I'm about to kill him. Yeah, that shit happens to all of us. We're all fighting each other for fucking Killa.
Убегаю, убегаю!
Hello. Yeah. He did.
Пали хуесос!
He's been in National sooner. Killed him running around the map too. I don't know. I mean, I've made like, after a couple of raids, I've made like like I know how I'm gonna run it, kinda. You gotta, you get like a feeling how you're gonna run the map the moment you spawn, kinda. Then you go from there. Weird spots, for me, he's not like sitting at weird spots most of the time. Just normal spots. I'm just not used to farming him, so I've played this game a lot, but Interchains is a map that I never play. Like, I only play for tasks and I never go after that. Ah, okay. Yeah, that only happened once to me. Outside Emercom. He was just walking around, and I turned the corner and he was in front of me. Yeah. Yeah. How many kills you said? 75 kills? You're so close, bro. I'm so far. There's still a lot going. A lot to be done, actually. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. That's good price. Let's get it over with. I will be done. Oh, you don't play solo? I only play this game. I play this game only solo. I mean, not only solo, but most of my friends don't play. Yeah, I was at 160 million. I came down to 130 because of um the event, the labs event. I bought some stuff, some cases and shit, and I think I've lost like 3 million right now to Killa. If you don't die a lot, you can make money from his helmet and ammo mags if you take it. But I've also like died a lot of that shit. Like I'm about to loot him, and then somebody running around like a maniac runs up to me and kills me because he wants kill as well, and he's mad that I killed him. $35. I can do 40 today. That's crazy. It's kind of moving. It is kind of moving. Not fast, but it is. Bro, I got a lot of SSA AP and 995, but I never use it. Like never. Like I'm keeping that shit like I'm gonna like I don't know. I never use it. Also, that shit doesn't do damage. I think. Trust on the players. Let's see. I always like find myself using like good enough ammo. Like it will be good enough. I don't need more. Yeah, as you said, AP is probably kills him fast. I mean, you can pen everything, right? Can that pen his face shield? You can pen that his face shield, right? You just shoot wherever you want. APBS, that shit's fucking rare, dude. I got a lot, but I go with M80. I got like almost 1,000 M61 maybe. Nah, maybe I'm saying too much. Maybe 600. I'm not using it though. Oh hell yeah! Where are you? Where are you? Wait. What? Holy fuck! Oh, he's not dying. I just fucked up. Oh my god. Bro, that shit has never happened to me. I don't bring that much fucking ammo, bro. I never bring enough ammo. I bring enough ammo to kill him. I've never run out. Wait. What? He died? Did that count? It did. He didn't heal or what? Did he die from my nade? Bro, that shit has never happened. Bro, I unlock. I think I missed a lot of bullets as well. I'm not gonna lie. I missed a shit ton of bullets. .30 rounders. Nah, I don't know. That shit never happens to me. It's the first time I ran out of bullets. That's good. Doing progress. Got progress going on.
Yep. I'm hurt.
$1,261 down to 600. 600 PBBS. It's not a lot. Like, I feel like I can use some ammo when I'm like at 1,500.
Or quoting a source that is arbitrarily deemed a terrorist threat will be a crime, and countless people will begin going to jail for defending basic human rights. What is the justification for such draconian measures? Always, without fail, anti Semitism. The boogeyman, the hyperinflated threat that justifies ruining countless lives, an embodiment of the toxicity it pretends to fight. Oh, and what will be the last resort if the American public simply will not accept foreign rule? Just ask Israeli defense researcher Benny Sapti. He recently tweeted this: maybe USA needs another Pearl Harbor or 9/11 to remember who is the enemy and who is the friend. Sounds like a threat, doesn't it? Yes, Israel can and would commit a terrorist attack on American soil, blame it on Arabs, and gaslight the world into supporting a renewed wave of violence on whomever they please, with full American economic and military support. Sounds too far-fetched? Think again. Israel has a history of this behavior. In 1967, Israeli aircraft and torpedo boats attacked the USS Liberty in nearby waters and killed 34 Americans. They thought it was an Egyptian warship, of course, since those usually fly American flags. This was an attempt at precisely this type of false flag operation: sink an American ship, blame it on Egypt, and lure America into war on their behalf. Benny knew he fucked up by saying the quiet part out loud, so he edited the tweet to seem less obvious, but it was too late. The internet never forgets. Anyone who thinks that Israel would only massacre Arabs and never white people clearly isn't paying attention. Look at what they did very recently to the European aid flotillas. Hundreds of European activists were detained, beaten, tortured, and raped. Israel did it proudly and brazenly with full knowledge that there would be no consequences for them. And if serious consequences ever did befall Israel, they can always resort to the Samson option. This is Israel's military strategy of massive nuclear retaliation as a last resort if the country is facing imminent destruction and existential collapse. Basically, if Israeli officials think everything has gone irreparably south for them and they are about to be destroyed by literally anyone, they will just nuke everybody. Israel refuses to confirm or deny having nukes, and they refuse to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which means they aren't obligated to be inspected for nukes, which means they absolutely have nukes. Meanwhile, over here in America, every effort is being enacted to ensure that nothing can slow Israel down in its quest to destroy everything. Anything deemed a threat to unchecked belligerence and imperialism must be eliminated. The International Criminal Court regularly calls out the war crimes of both Israel and the United States. So Trump and Bibi, along with thirsty Marco Rubio, are trying to dismantle the ICC entirely. The ICC makes light of American war crimes in Afghanistan, the Caribbean, Venezuela, and of course literally everything Israel does, so they are deemed a radical threat to democracy. Here's Marco whining about American sovereignty just because someone dares push back on Western barbarism and crimes against humanity. Basic accountability is tyranny to the gaslighters who don't want to stop bombing and murdering and seizing land. Marco and Bibi do look cute together though, don't they? And of course, any country reliant on US assistance that does not go along with the campaign to destroy the ICC will feel the blowback. This is just a continuation of the trend of this administration, dismantling absolutely any institution which serves the global citizenry, at the behest of a twisted oligarchy. Want to pollute more? Destroy the EPA. Want to poison more? Destroy the FDA. Want to do more war?
Sure. Forgot about that. Fuck.
Вали кепку! Бля!
How didn't he die? On top of his fucking head! What? Oh, Killa's so fucking. Okay, he's cheating. Ah, nice. Ah, great. Yep. There we go, boys. A great cheater, right there. A piece of shit human garbage. Look at it. This fucking trash. Look at it. Fucking trash human. Look at this fucking trash. Killa's sword. Fucking garbage. This farming Killa with 100 hours. Fucking trash kind of a game. Fucking trash developers, bro. The fuck are we talking about?
Crimes, destroy the ICC. It's a trend, and it's one I've been highlighting in my content for a while now. None of this is normal. This is not business as usual. This current administration is the beginning of the fascist takeover. It is happening now. They are trying to eradicate democracy. Whoever doesn't see that is blind. Anyone crying about TDS can fuck themselves. This is the moment where we either fight all of this while we still have an outside chance, or we submit to tyranny and accept fascist authoritarian rule. There is not an ounce of hyperbole in anything I've said. The infrastructure for the authoritarian police state is being built and implemented right now, today. People can sense the changes being implemented by Project 2025 personnel. Public opinion regarding Israel has shifted irreparably even among conservatives. The oligarchy knows it, and they are doing everything they can to secure authoritarian control before this term is over and they lose their chance to clamp down. These monsters will not stop until they get the techno-theocratic dystopia they're lusting for. Orwellian surveillance with flock cameras on every corner to track every citizen and everything they do. ICE thugs terrorizing every neighborhood. Digital IDs required to access any website. The prison is being built around Americans as we speak, and the campaign is beginning to ruin the life of anyone who tries to organize against it. With these acts that can arbitrarily label any subversive activity as terrorism, they will destroy livelihoods. They will send ICE agents or drones to murder people in broad daylight. Sympathy for the victims of Israeli terrorism are now terrorists according to the state. Israel has their hands in absolutely all of this. All of it. There is not a single nook or cranny of any of this shit that doesn't involve Israel. Israel is pure poison, and Zionism is the ideology behind it. An ideology of Jewish supremacy, ethnic cleansing, genocide, deception, and self-victimization. Okay, are we all up to speed on how Israel is an existential threat to all of humanity and the most vile source of pure evil since the Nazis, and how they are objectively committing genocide like 100% without a doubt, and anyone who says otherwise is either paid by Israel or a brainwashed idiot? Awesome. Now let's get back to Destiny and talk about his rose-colored relationship with this belligerent imperialistic ethno-state.
Honestly, I'm pro-genocide. It sounds really shitty, but I think that Israel should just drop its fucking borders about where it is now, and basically Palestinians can go live in another place. That's really shitty, but that's about where I'm at.
You just think the Palestine should just pack up and Native American the fuck out of there?
The problem is that it seems like there is a hugely general hostility to Jewish people across really the entire world, definitely the Middle East.
right out of his own mouth. He is pro-genocide. He supports the genocide of Palestinians in Gaza. He thinks they should either be killed or removed, and that land should be Israel, because the whole world is just a bunch of dirty anti-Semites, so poor Israel gets to do genocide. Ethnic cleansing is super awesome, according to Destiny. Did you think I was exaggerating about this piece of shit? I'll take your apology now. And don't worry, we're just getting started. This is a fucking rabbit hole.
Again, this was a group of civilians, including children, who were waving white flags. They had done everything that Israel had told them to do. They were in an Israeli-declared safe area, and they were in the process of evacuating to a different safe area. So what did Destiny think about this? Well,
the interview complete, our cameraman walked away.
So like why so he is interviewing the guy who's about to go do some shit to get himself killed, basically. That's what's gonna happen. We know from this point that's what's gonna happen. So he walks away, gets back a little bit, and then he sets up behind this thing, right? Is this concealment, I guess? Not cover, concealment, right? Because I think the tank's over here. So now he can capture the footage right here. He sees the guys walking, knowing that they're about to get shot, because that's what's gonna happen. And then eventually they get shot and everything is, this is it. It's like act 1, 2, and 3. It's like all here. I'm sorry. The tracking live movement shot of the lady running up to her dead husband? Like, what is this? But they probably were hoping to get shot at? Or maybe, so you're saying the woman was acting? I don't think the woman was acting. She probably was sincerely sad. Her husband got fucking killed. But I think they were farming TikTok clips. I mean, remember, these people actually, yeah, like have suicide bombers. So it's not that big of a stretch to imagine that they would be willing to get shot. Who is this guy? Do we even know if he's actually fucking dead? Like, we don't actually see the wound. Right? It seems like they don't have any problem showing anything else. Like, why just the white flag so that it can look all
What am I listening to? Professor Dave? I don't know, he's talking about Israel and shit. Most of the time I listen to him for science, but in Flat Earth, he's making fun of them, but now he's talking about Israel.
Evacuate from, and they're going back to try to release somebody that was captured. Like, that's like Hollywood, I think. You're essentially provoking the enemy to take what is largely a justified action and then trying to say that it's like indiscriminate civilian killing.
That's right. When people are executed by Israel, especially in what is deemed a safe zone, they deserve it because they were farming for TikTok clips. They have to provoke Israel into violence because Israel would never be violent on their own. The rhetoric here is beyond vile. This is like telling a rape victim she was asking for it because of her short skirt, but 1,000 times worse. Anyone who uses the term Pallywood is a fucking monster. Once again, if you actually truly want to see what happens in Gaza on a daily basis, you can head over to archivegenocide.com and look for yourself. Bring a barf bag.
Crazy. I'm gonna go there now.
Slaughtered every single day, and the thousands of videos on that site are only a tiny fraction of the carnage that has been inflicted on Palestinians over the past 2.5 years. Pretending that they're faking it is identical to Holocaust denial, except way worse since this is happening today. Now here he is doing a fan meetup in Israel, giving advice to young IOF soldiers on how to hide their war crimes.
I do have this little worry that in the media and in the global, opinion, it's not such a good thing to be an IDF soldier.
It's not. It's absolutely. The opinion is really bad. Yeah. Here's the one piece of advice I'll give you, okay? If you're joining the IDF, okay? Leave your fucking cell phone at home and stop taking stupid fucking videos, okay? Because everybody's fucking you with them, okay? And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer, and listen, if you want to fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny, just don't fucking take a fucking video picture of it, okay? Jesus.
Yeah, Destiny agrees it's cool to murder Palestinians, and when you're done, it's super funny to go through their belongings and even try on their clothes like a little trophy. If you didn't know that IOF soldiers do this all the time, now you know. Anyway, Destiny is totally on board for the post-slaughtering fashion show, but you guys, stop taking pictures and posting them to social media. You don't want the world to know what complete fucking monsters you are making a joke out of genocide. Keep it to yourself, okay? By the way, this little tidbit was part of a 2-week spree in June 2024 where Destiny went all around Israel interviewing dozens of Israeli officials and media personalities in what was very clearly an Israel-funded propaganda trip. Here he is with Eylon Levy, the shit stain who served as Israeli government spokesman during the first stretch of the the genocide. So basically, he's the guy who sold the world on this genocide more than anyone else. He's the one who amplified narratives about beheaded babies and a baby in the oven on October 7th that definitely didn't exist. Hamas using Palestinians as human shields when that's actually what Israel does. The ultra-sophisticated Hamas bases under the hospitals that were never there, shouting about how anyone exposing Israeli propaganda is part of an anti-Semitic propaganda campaign. Destiny is right at home here, naturally. Here he is with Yishai Fleischer, an Israeli settler in the West Bank where Palestinians are brutally terrorized every single day as illegal settlements continue to expand against international law, and a Kahanist who served as a political advisor to Ben-Gvir. Here he is with Benny Morris, an Israeli historian who tried to whitewash the 1948 Nakba, which is the true beginning of this campaign of ethnic cleansing and dispossession of Palestinians. He also did a 2-on-2 debate with Benny against Norman Finkelstein and Muin Rabbani on Lex Fridman, where he spewed a bunch of Zionist bullshit and got humiliated by Finkelstein, which is well worth a watch. Then here he is with Yair Golan, former Israeli politician, Naz Daly, a content creator who whitewashes the occupation, Yossi Beilin, former Minister of Religious Services of Israel, Ofer Sheila, journalist and politician, Anshel Pfeffer, journalist and genocide denier, Yosef Haddad, genocide propagandist. That's not even the full lineup. He has long playlists with way more content, which beyond interviews includes palling around with IOF terrorists and even reenacting the stealing of a Palestinian's home. We won't dive into all that content today, but that's his little Hasbara field trip. Destiny was recruited by Israel to publish content to brainwash American liberals into denying genocide. Want more? Here he is mocking the death of Palestinian poet Rifat al-Arir, who was targeted and murdered in an Israeli airstrike. He's a garbage human who deserved to be murdered for speaking out against genocide. And what a horrible father he is for having children absolutely anywhere, since Israel bombs literally everywhere all the time, including and especially the places where they specifically tell Palestinians to go.
People have been telling us that the Palestinians are starving to death for decades. People have been telling us since October 7th that no aid is going into the country, that has been kept on a caloric deficit, and now here we are months and months and months in. Where are all the people dying for starvation? Something is not adding up here. The math doesn't work. Something is not right about the story that's being told.
Yes, Destiny is denying the objective fact that hundreds of Palestinians have died of malnutrition and starvation during this genocide. He asks where the dead people are and can't even bother to look. Sam Harris does this too, by the way. Another genocide-supporting piece of shit and incredible disappointment of a human being. Who knows, he may deserve a video at some point as well.
So you don't even deserve to be in
What
that
do you want him to admit? What do you want him to admit?
Why is there a blockade in Gaza?
Yeah, you tell
me. Why is there a blockade in Gaza?
When you look at the fact that Israel's preventing cookies from going into Gaza, you know that it's not motivated by military.
Why were cookies being prevented from going in?
And
what were
potato
custom
chips.
rockets fueled with?
Yeah, with cookies? Yeah,
With sugar and fertilizer. Yes, that's how they made the early rockets. The first generation of them was
we're going to
literally
deny Palestinians in Gaza
What?
sugar because it might be used.
First of all, you know what they're actually allowed back in because they use more sophisticated rockets.
You might know.
That's right. There has to be a blockade to prevent food from getting to starving Gazans because they will use the sugar to make rockets. That just came out of his dumb fuck face. Starving 2 million people to death is cool because we can't have tiny dinky little rockets damaging a bus stop while Israel continues to carpet bomb Gaza on a regular basis. Fuck me, what an asshole.
Genocide is a special crime that has two elements. One of the elements requires some kind of destruction of a people or taking away of their children or sterilization, something like that, an obvious thing. But the second part is a highly specialized intent to destroy a group of people in whole or in part. And that highly specialized intent is what makes genocide so unique. And there are so many things related to genocide that don't apply to modern military conflict that you should take note of, because when you start to apply genocide in the way it's being applied to Israel, it basically would be applied to every single conflict.
No, it wouldn't, you delusional asshat. Israel's genocide is not a military conflict. Palestinians don't have a military. They're a prisoner population being indiscriminately slaughtered while their land is demolished and stolen. That's why it's a fucking
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, here we go again. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Where are you? The fuck are you? You're back here, aren't you? Oh. Fuck off. What the fuck am I doing? Think. Even. Fuck me dead, man. Where the fuck is this smuggler shit?
Hey guys, this is an extract guide on interchange for the newly added secret extract called Smuggler's Tunnel. This extract is both a PMC and scav utility with some paper loose if they are not. So if you have them, actually extract with this item to put it in your stash, so even from your PMC of interchange in the location that to relay of the make it easy visual learners watching this video.
It's time to learn it. It's a fucking flashlight, bro. Hello? Be cool, man. Be cool. Somewhere back here? Should be. Okay. See. Cool.
So my PMC's here on interchange.
Thank you.
There is no conflict happening in the world today that better fits the definition of genocide that he just listed, and yet it doesn't apply to Israel because reasons. In this clip, he also states that the invasion of Rafah needs to happen, ethnic cleansing is not a real thing, he tries to deny the systematic sexual abuse of Palestinian prisoners. It's a fucking clown show.
You have statements going.
You understand,
all the
for,
way
just as a real quick thing,
Hertz.
you understand that transfer is not the same thing as ethnic cleansing, right?
You understand that Benny Morris has said that it's ethnic cleansing and that that's his euphemism.
Hold on,
correct?
no.
That's right. If Israel was to forcibly transfer all Palestinians out of their territories to keep the land for themselves, effectively cleansing the land of the indigenous ethnic group, that wouldn't be ethnic cleansing. How silly. My BFF Benny Morris told me so.
Like, I think a broad general problem with Arabs in the Middle East is they genuinely believe, like, Jewish conspiracies are like the underpinning of their entire understanding of the world. That Jews control all of the West, all of the banks, all the countries, and that's a thing that a lot of them believe. I don't know how relevant that is to their day-to-day life or how much it matters, but yeah. It's probably a problem.
This is a fucking insane thing to say out loud. Arabs in the Middle East have been dealing with Western imperialist aggression for their entire lives. Palestinians watched Zionist militias invade in the 1940s and murder entire bloodlines while stealing entire villages. They watched their land being usurped and given to settlers while a system of apartheid was built around them. There's no fucking conspiracy here. This is their personal lived history. Their family members slaughtered. Their homes stolen with all of their possessions inside. If someone came to your house with guns, murdered a few members of your family, and then forced the rest of you to leave with just the shirt on your back while they kept your house and all your stuff, your hatred of those people would not be based on any fucking conspiracy. And this is not ancient history. There are people still alive today that were displaced during the Nakba, and many more from 1967 when Israel did it all again. These are victims of Western colonialism and a cult of Jewish supremacy. But this kind of dismissive bullshit doesn't work on American supporters of Palestine either. People think Jews control the West and all the governments and the media and the blah, blah, blah. How silly and conspiratorial. Well, it's not Jews wholesale, it's Israel. It's Zionists, both Jewish and non-Jewish. They do have an outrageous level of control, most obviously in the media. The pro-Israel bias across nearly all Western media outlets is so blatant that to deny it is pure insanity. It's so self-evident that I don't even feel the need to expand on that statement. Then there are all the mergers. Did you hear about the latest one? Paramount, Warner Brothers, CBS, CNN, and HBO are all under one entity, owned by, can you guess who? Larry Ellison, the Zionist scumbag who bought TikTok, and for the exact same fucking reason. When Zionist oligarchs have this level of command over the media landscape while also having their hands in military AI and all kinds of other imperialistic shit, it means being able to execute whatever heinous acts they want and then completely controlling the narrative surrounding it after the fact. To say that the vast majority of mainstream media outlets are controlled by Zionists is not a fucking conspiracy theory. It's a statement of fact. You don't have to stop at CEOs either. Look at who is selected to disseminate the narratives. Editor-in-chief of CBS News is now Bari fucking Weiss, whose right-wing propaganda outlet, The Free Press, was one of the biggest mouthpieces for Israel in the past 20 years. And what did she immediately do when she got there? She gutted the outlet and ousted anyone with an ounce of journalistic integrity, including 60 Minutes correspondent and 37-year veteran Scott Pelley, who publicly proclaimed that Bari was hired to kill the place. With the ship now sailing where Bari wants it to go, guess who shows up on CBS News?
They're coming from the Pentagon, NASA, the CIA, the FBI, and the Energy Department. So let's bring in Avi Loeb, who now leads the White House UAP Council. Avi, what can you tell us? What's in these files? What are we looking at here?
Well, first, thank you for having me.
Avi fucking Loeb, the exact fraud I debunked that made Destiny cry about how I use the word Zionist excessively. Zionists take over CBS, hire a massive Zionist stooge to run the news, and they immediately host the Zionist fraud who spews bullshit about the UAP psyop coming from the government that is also held hostage by Zionists. Funny how that works, huh? Speaking of which, let's move on to the American government. To deny the overwhelming Israeli influence on American politics is even dumber than denying media influence. In 2024, AIPAC spent $126 million supporting pro-Israel candidates and smearing anyone who dares utter a word against them, which is why not a single Republican senator or representative, and even very few Democrats, will publicly oppose Israel. This is a foreign country severely influencing U.S. elections and undermining the democratic process. This shit runs so deep that it even trickles down to positions that have nothing to